Hi there. It is said looking good is good business. But I ask, how good is it when it crumbles your finance and rips you off your cultural values? Well, this is What Do You Think? And I'm your girl, Sharon. What do you think is all about? What do you think? Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Drop your comments so I know your thoughts on the topic of this episode. And also click the notification button to get notified each time I release a video. I was talking with a friend who drew my attention to the massive influx of human hair in Africa. It is a $1 billion industry and we are making billions rain in China. Yeah, beaches for terror. Get a handful of stacks, better grab an umbrella. On this episode, I will look at the financial, the health, and cultural effects of human hairs on Africans. Is it a good thing? To me, hell no. One, because it is not enriching my country or changing the economy of my continent, Africa. Secondly, it is ripping us off our cultural values, our cultural essence, our cultural heritage. Most of us don't even know the cultural effects of our own hair. And thirdly, it is destroying our self-esteem. A lot of girls today cannot go about with their hair, with their God-given hair. They must wear a wig, they must put on something. They cannot go with their natural hair like I am going with my braids or cornrow, as it's been called. So what's hair? I asked myself, I want to know the real definition of hair. And according to Wikipedia, hair is a protein filament that grows on follicles found in the dermis. Not that it's really important, or maybe it is, but I think you should know. Now let's dive into the matter of human hair. Africa is considered a third class, if not a fourth class continent due to its low standard of living. But did you know by 2018, Africa came second with 37% after America, which came first with 39% for the consumption of human hair. That is alarming. Boom! We need to wake up. Wearing of human hair wigs, it's nice, it looks good, it feels good, it's soft, it's attractive, it's appealing. But most of us don't even know where this hair comes from. Have you ever wondered, where does this hair or wigs come from? Well, these hair or hairs are gotten from temples in China and India. Women, men, children yearly go to temples to sacrifice their hair and make prayers and wishes to gods. And we Africans answer these prayers by wearing these hair or wigs. China and India are the main suppliers, and I'm sure you're wondering, what about Brazilian, Peruvian hair, and the list goes on. Well, these people don't donate hairs in temples, neither do they like shaving their hairs. It's just a way of branding and making it look new or fresh, but it is the same thing, it is the same hair, the same good gotten from China and India. This brings me to this question: why do we wear human hair? And I asked myself, why did I used to wear wigs and human hair? This is my answer. I used to wear hair because it was appealing. I wanted to appear appealing. And I wore it sometimes because when I was broke, and I used to enjoy, just by watching movies, like when you wear your hair and you're able to flip it around and flip it around and you're able to play with it like this. You really cannot do that with your cornrow or bakala like I had, So just doing the thing and doing this, used to entice me a lot. Those are the reasons why I used to wear hair. I don't know about you, but I would love to know why you wear human hair and wigs. The $1 billion industry of human hair in Africa. There's this saying in my country where I come from, Cameroon. Nyanga is sweet, but it is hot. Like pepper. Let us look at the health effects of wearing human hairs and wigs. 1. Headache. If it is poorly worn or it is sewn too tight, you are going to suffer from terrible headaches. I can testify because I used to wear human hair and wigs a lot. There was a time I did my hair and it was sewn too tight. I could not bear the headache. No, I like myself. I had to go back to the salon. They took the hair off. And I had to spend a few days before doing something on my hair again because it was horrible. I could not sit, I could not sleep, I could not eat, I could not stand. I could barely do a thing. I had to take the hair off. Another side effect of wearing human hairs and wigs is hair loss. You know, this front hair in my country, when it's not there or when it's chopped off, it's called bamba. They say you're now a bamba because you have lost your hair in the front part. You know, it looks like it has been chopped off or something. Sometimes when you wear these wigs, it's too tight. Your hair cannot breathe. Your hair also needs oxygen. They start breaking, and before you know, they start going away. They root off. Sometimes when you wear it sewn too tight, when you take it off, probably when they're trying to take it off, you know, the blade can, you know, cut it off or something. Another health effect of, you know, wearing wigs, human hair is allergy. Some people have sensitive skin, like when hair touch their skin, the skin gets irritated and it itches a lot. Sometimes it becomes wound, you know. So you really have to know the kind of hair you're putting on because the chemicals they use in treating, washing this hair, they're usually strong and it doesn't go with everyone's skin. So you have to be extremely careful when you wear them. You must know your skin if you react to some of these hairs and don't go for them. Lastly, the health effect of wearing human hair and wigs is itching, you know. Aside from the allergy, some people when hair just touch their skin and becomes something else, it will itch them as if they have rashes or something. So Nyanga get own problem where it comes with her. It comes with this side effect: headaches, hair loss, allergy, and itchy. So you have to be extremely careful. You know, I'm just thinking of the word human hair. It feels like my hair is not human. You know, all the time, hey, my human hair. Then what about ours? What about the hair you were born with? It's not human hair as well. So let's look at the financial effect of human hair. How it affects your finance. Studies reveals black women are ready to spend double the amount white spend on human hair. Maybe you didn't hear this well. Black women are ready to spend double the amount of money white spend on human hair. And I'm like, when we have this beautiful nappy, spongy hair that you can style in all sorts and forms, and then we are ready to spend double the amount white spend? No, it's a hell no for me. You know, this scared me because 40% of the population of Africans live below poverty line. And how come are we able to afford spending billions of dollars on human hair? This is always to show how colonized our minds are, because a lot of us don't feel like our hair is beautiful. If it's not straight enough, if it's not curly, we don't think it's beautiful. We look at white and we admire their hair, we appreciate their hair. We are obsessed with their hair. While ours, oh gosh, my nappy, oh, my braids, awesome, beautiful, perfect. Chinese are making billions, if not trillions, off from Africa by selling human hairs and wigs. And by 2025, it's going to triple. The future is indeed Africa. So let's look at why the market is shifting to Africa. Firstly, it is estimated by 2050, the population of Africa alone would have increased to 2.5 billion people on the continent. So there is a lot of potential. Secondly, many Africans like to use human hair wigs and extensions, According to them or according to us, we are able to make styles which we cannot achieve with our nappy hair, with our natural hair. Take a look at this pie chart of China's wig export in 2018. So, Nigeria imported hair worth $328 million. South Africa imported human hair worth $376 million. Benin, $394 million. And there's a portion where you see other countries, like those are other African countries which exported, they just added the amount. If you add this amount up, you already see that Africa indeed is the market. Africa indeed is the future. I saw a video of a young black girl who said yearly she spends $3,000 just on human hair, and she doesn't mind spending up to $20,000 just to get human hair. And I was like, seriously? Wow. Well, we all have our various things we like or we love or we are obsessed about. But I only wish we knew if it doesn't affect your finance, then it's okay. But if it does, you have to sit back and evaluate yourself and your expenditures in human hair and wigs. Enough about the money, the finance. Let's look at the cultural effect or cultural significance of hair. In the African context, hair is very, very important, and I insist or I emphasize on important. Hair is very, very important. During ancient civilization or before colonization, hair played a significant role. It symbolized one's family background, marital status, social status, age, tribe, and spirituality. During the 15th century, different tribes used different hairstyles to show one's hierarchy. Members of royalty wore elaborate hairstyles as a symbol of their status. Hair was also a symbol of fertility. If one's hair was thick, long, and dark, it means you were very fertile and you bore or you bear healthy children. And also, during mourning, women paid little attention to their hair. That means at that time was so unkempt to show that they were grieving. It was believed that hair helped in divine communication, reason why only family members were allowed to touch one's hair. Because if your hair fell into the wrong hands or the enemy's hands, they believed it was going to use to do evil. And I can relate to that because I have a stylist. If she's not doing my hair, no one else does. I just feel so uncomfortable anyone touching my hair except her. I'm already used to her and I know her and I'm comfortable. If someone else does my hair, it becomes a problem. Now I have switched towns. I cannot go back and forth. So I had to find someone else and only that person does my hair. If not, I stay like that. Hair to me is very important. I didn't know of that till I was doing this research and I was like, oh, maybe my ancestors were just guiding me, putting me on the path. I did it let me say ignorantly, but I don't like when many people touch my hair. Only one person does my hair and I stick to that person. Even the Bible can attest to this because Samson's hair was his divine connection. And immediately his hair was cut off, he lost it. So indeed, our hair, this hair you see we have on like that hair, it's very, very important. It's not something we should joke with. So we should be very careful when we add other people's hair on top of ours. It's like we're putting a black cloth over our eyes that we cannot see. We're just shielding ourselves from whatever benefit we get from our hair. Hello guys, hope you learned something, you picked or you gained something. Well, I've come to the end of this episode, but before I go, I want you to know this is what I think. Our hair is very important and spiritual too, so we should be very careful when adding other people's hair to ours. You never might know what you are missing out. And by the way, these hairs are sacrificed to their gods, so it must mean something to them. If for example, if I go to the temple to pray, oh, my son is sick, take this sickness away, I'm giving this hair in exchange for my son's health, and you take that hair and you put on, you never can tell. You might just be carrying that son's sickness. We are physical, we are spiritual beings in a physical bodies. Everything is spiritual. We have to be very careful, really, really careful. So when you're putting someone's hair on top of yours, you should be careful. You should just be aware. I don't know what you have to do about it if you must worry, but you should have this at the back of your mind. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about your hair and your roots. Let me know if you have a human hair or wig experience. Share with us. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, click the like button and don't forget to share, subscribe, and also click the notification button to get notified each time I get to release a video. Until then, I'm your girl. I love you all. This is What Do You Think?